Welcome to the intermediate part of Tanki Online. Now, this video is basically going to be covering people that are from 3rd Lieutenant to whatever the rank before Marshal is. Now, there are a few things that I do want to discuss. If you haven't watched the first video, I would highly recommend first watch the first video that I made on the basics and everything, and now watch this video afterwards. Now, before I do start this video, I want to do a small little introduction. Like always, hey guys, my name's Hockey. I'm a Legend 66 player, and I've been playing Tanki Online since 2019, well, officially. And I'm a Tanki YouTuber that just makes stupid videos all the time, trying to make unique content all the time. So if you guys enjoy these videos, do consider subscribing. Now, enough of my plugging in. Welcome to the part where now you are a lot more experienced. You're someone that plays a lot more. You also have to make sure that you don't play more than an hour, because then it becomes a little annoying. Now, keeping that in mind, now you have to do two things. You have to now constantly upgrade your garage, which is really, really important. In the first video, I did mention that you only had to upgrade 2 combos. Now you might want to consider, or well, you should consider upgrading 2 more hulls, 1 drone, and 2 more turrets. Now at this stage, you players go into 2 different routes. One is the parkour fighting route, and one is the matchmaking route. Now, if you're going through the parkour route, I am no longer available to help you, is because, well, that you're completely on your own, because I do not like PK fighters, and it typically, this toxicity and this degenerate stuff builds on quite early. So if you're going to join that area of the player base, you're more than welcome to, and I'm not going to help you at all. Now, for those players that are matchmaking players and want to focus on matchmaking, the best modes that will make it a lot easier to not want to kill yourself is Rugby, TJR, surprisingly, and Control Points. Now, these modes are extremely team-based, but there are ways you can solo carry them, hence why I actually do recommend using these modes. Now, a lot of players might say that, well, CTF is, well, a solo carry mode. No. The reason is because it requires a lot of team coordination, and unfortunately, the Tanki Online matchmaking is so that teams no longer exist. And if it does happen, it's on very rare occurrences. Now, enough of my rambling, let's actually get to the guide part. Now, my recommendation is that, assuming that I told you to upgrade Brutus, you have the choice. You can either go the fast route, which is Trickster, or upgrade Defender. Booster is a definite no-brainer right now, because you don't need more damage, only because you're not fighting against players that are extremely high skilled or that have a lot of armor on themselves. Majority of the players you will be playing against will be low-level Trickster people, a lot of people using Brutus and Hyperion. So having more damage isn't exactly the best part. Now, every time you rank up, the gameplay becomes extremely fast. Now, to compete with speed, you have to go with speed. Now, obviously, a lot of players might take the Defender route, which is obviously one of the best routes that you can take, but Trickster, I feel like, should be your first or, well, second drone after maxing Brutus to use. Now, the reason I say this is, well, because sometimes speed is everything. I know a lot of players get extremely bored because, well, the tanks are super slow, and you want something that might energize yourself or something that, brings you joy. So I guess speed does that for you. So I highly recommend upgrading Trickster on sales, specifically only on sales. If you upgrade it on normal prices, it's going to cost way too much, and you're going to end up being broke the entire way through. Using the first video's example, let's talk about which drone as the recommended one if I were to go. Now, you have to consider which drone gives you the value of the buck. And unfortunately, Defender actually takes that by a mile. The reason is that 80% defense is quite a lot. It's a lot. Like, there's not many instances with Defender that you'll get one-shotted, but with Trickster, there are higher chances. Now is also the time, I completely forgot to talk about this, but now is the pinnacle time that you should be saving your rubies. Don't buy any battle passes, don't buy any elite battle passes, they're not worth it. The only thing you should be focusing on or saving yourselves is for Tanki funds. Now, a lot of players say that, well, you should buy into events because, well, they're kind of worth it. As of right now, every single event that is going on in Tanki Online, the starting price is 700 rubies plus another 22,000 or 20,000 rubies, which unfortunately, as a free-to-play player, you just don't have. Now, my recommendation is to only buy Tanki funds. Sometimes they aren't worth it. Over the past 2 years, they've been garbage. So, just skip them. I mean, sometimes I've skipped so many events as my main player. I get a lot of funds from the videos I make, the views I get. I still don't buy into any of the events. Why? Is because they're all a scam. I don't understand why players actually still buy into these scam events. There's zero free-to-play, playability for anyone that wants to play. Tanki Online and get like good rewards, the only way you could actually get good rewards is through containers. Now you may ask, how do you get containers? Well, just do your daily missions, the weekend missions that pop up 5 or 10 or whatever, and the active calendar ones, the ones that you have to log in and you get a container every single day for 10 days, and then eventually you get 5 ultra containers. And that basically wraps up my intermediate level of Tanki Online. The next video will be on the expert level, aka the players from Martial to Legend, and what I would recommend you guys to do once you do reach the more tougher league. As for you guys are playing majority against bots, so it's not that crazy hard. You can flop around and do horrible decisions with your money and still get away with it. But once you do reach your martial rank, it might become a little tougher for you. And that basically wraps up my video. If you feel like I missed out on something, probably did. You're more than welcome to mention them in the comments down below. You can always ping me on the Discord server and ask me any questions that you want. I have a few videos ready, well, slowly in progress that I do have to make. They're going to take quite a while. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As for always, I'll see you guys all in another one. Peace.